Hello and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to talk to you about why you need 5,000 ADA now. Before we go any further, do make sure that you subscribe though. Let's get into this video. Many people are curious, if you have Bitcoin as digital gold, then what is the point of Ethereum or any of the other alternative currencies? That would be a valid point if the only difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum was their names. However, the fact is that they are two very separate cryptocurrencies with quite different applications. Bitcoin's goal is to become the world's most popular store of value and eventually the world's reserve currency. Its aim is simple: to be the best store of value that can be easily transferred. Sending someone Bitcoin, for example, is significantly faster than sending someone a gold bar in the mail. No one can access your Bitcoin unless you give them your private key, and no bank or third party is required to handle or arrange transactions between two people. That is, there are fewer fees, delays, and mismanagement, as well as a set theoretical supply that decreases over time. People are losing access to their Bitcoin when they forget their private keys. Ethereum can accomplish all of that, but it's also programmed to do a lot more, including allowing CryptoPunks to purchase and trade digital art and allowing peer-to-peer borrowing and lending. As a result, it's easy to understand how Ethereum may have a use case that isn't related to Bitcoin. But what about Cardano? On the surface, it appears to be a good option. There isn't much of a difference between them. Both want to be the world's internet and the most widely utilized smart contract platform. But it's the path they're choosing to get there that sets them apart. Ethereum goes quickly and breaks stuff. It enjoys creating chances, experimenting, and determining what works in practice by testing and making modifications to correct errors as they arise. Cardano adopts a unique method. Each step he makes is subjected to rigorous theoretical testing in an academic peer-reviewed process that is employed in every field of research. They prefer to take longer to complete a task because they are more confident that it will not break when it is completed. As it was the sole smart contract platform on which developers could create and consumers could interact, Ethereum gained a significant edge. Cardano believes it will eventually win because to reach 1 billion users, it needs scale, which requires, among other things, drastically changing the Ethereum network from proof of work to proof of stake. As a proof of stake blockchain, Cardano will have a multi-year head start on Ethereum, despite taking years longer to release smart contracts than Ethereum. The real question is how high can their token prices rise as the value of their network rises. To be able to respond to that question, we must first understand how to evaluate their business. It's not as easy as looking at a profit and loss chart. And this is where things become interesting because one of the most common complaints of all coins is how to value them. Are they speculative assets, or do they have any fundamental value? While the bulk of money in crypto right now and during this bull run might be classified as speculative, which is why we're seeing these massive 50 to 90 drawdowns from time to time. There's a real fundamental worth that only coins can give that can't be found anywhere else. Decentralized finance, for example, allows peer-to-peer lending without the use of an intermediary such as a bank. This is since self-executing smart contracts allow loan agreements to be formed between two persons without the need for a third party. The smart contract executes the terms agreed upon by the lender and borrower automatically. Traditional finance products are slower, more expensive, and more prone to corruption, and this is just one of the hundreds of unique use cases that some cryptocurrencies provide, adding value to them. While the economics of the relationship between the services offered on Ethereum or Cardano, which are platforms for companies to build on top of, and the price of Ethereum and ADA itself isn't precisely one-to-one, a solid rule of thumb is that the more projects and users a platform has, the better. The more valuable a platform is, similar to how the most popular social media platform is generally the most valued. If smart contracts take off, it's safe to say that both of these platforms will be among the most popular by 2030. If all goes according to plan, Ethereum will surpass Bitcoin as the most popular cryptocurrency. According to an elite Goldman Sachs research, this is likely to happen in the next few years, and Cardano would be valued more, if not very near to, Ethereum than it is now. According to JP Morgan, the staking business will be worth $40 billion in 20 years. What it now has not only come true, but it has surpassed since, of course, is further down the road than their forecast for the next couple of years. As crypto becomes more widely accepted, both the Cardano and Ethereum user charts have continued to rise consistently, proving Metcalfe's law and the protocol's sync hypothesis. The square of the number of users in the network may be used to map the network's growth rate, and if we look at the user growth of Ethereum, we can see that it is rising at an ever-increasing rate. Cardano's rate of growth, on the other hand, has been quite rapid, even though there is relatively little that can be done on the network. We expect Cardano to experience a similar explosion in addresses as Ethereum did after D5 took off, both now and when smart contracts are released. According to the idea, all Ethereum-based transactions and goods are finally resolved in Ethereum. This provides Ethereum with an intrinsic value that rises with the number of transactions on the network. This enables us to link the network's increase in users, which will result in more transactions. The reason why Ethereum or ADA might rise in value over time is a little tough to comprehend because we live in a society where money is created at an increasing rate. Using these measures, Ethereum would have a market size of just $12.5 trillion, which is only $2.5 trillion more than gold's current market cap. This, if anything, is a huge underestimation, especially if they go into derivatives, but even if they can only reach that objective in 9 years, Ethereum would still be worth approximately $100,000. While we don't have statistics on Cardano, we may infer that ADA was able to achieve even 30% of the market cap of Ethereum, which is a pretty reasonable assumption. It's set in Africa, which would easily put the price of ADA around $100, even with supply inflation. Expectations being broken would be the most bullish situation for Cardano and Ethereum, thus there is no DeFi in this scenario. The blockchain as we know it has become such an integral component of the economy that it is now simply referred to as finance. In today's world, Web 2.0 giants like Google, Facebook, and Amazon have been surpassed by Web 3.0. People's data is no longer sold by Facebook and Google, instead they have control over it on the blockchain. These former services have been superseded with blockchain-based alternatives that are more secure and private. Smart contracts are the most valuable assets in the world, surpassing any other firm, and are employed in the quadrillion-dollar derivatives market. What's less realistic about this isn't so much that it can't happen, but rather that the time frame in which it occurs is frequently considerably longer than we think. A reasonable estimate puts the worth of Ether at over $200,000 and the value of ADA at over $200, implying that all you need to become a billionaire is 5 Ethereum or 5,000 ADA. These price predictions are ridiculous, yet crypto enthusiasts believe that they will be met in 2022, if not sooner. The fact that there will be greater competition among smart chains is based on good user growth. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, and if you want to show your support for the channel, all you have to do right now is take 2 seconds and press that thumbs up button and like this video.